In 1920, the Nazi Party was created, changing the world forever. The shockwave that the Nazi Party sent throughout the world still shakes it today. Throughout history, we have been correctly told that we must learn from the horrific actions committed by the Nazi Party. In 2025, however, the left has thoughtlessly used the term Nazi or far right to describe people simply for disagreeing with them on issues like immigration and race, and the AFD is unfortunately the victim of this blatant mislabeling. On Wikipedia, for instance, they are labeled as a far-right party. They are also labeled as such by so-called news groups like MSNBC and CNN. The German government even wants to ban them. However, if you look on their website, afd.de, you very quickly see that they are in fact not a far-right party. Let's take a look at some of the things they want to do in Germany from their own words. The AFD clearly states that they do not want illegal immigration, and that they should decide who gets to immigrate into Germany. Now, this is just speculation. As a right-winger myself, what I think they mean by who comes to us and who doesn't is people who, to put it simply, hate Germany. And I agree with that. Obviously, I'm not German. I'm American. But here, we have a problem with people hating America, from the burning of American flags to people waving flags over their countries. Heck, even the California governor had Chinese flags flown during Xi Jinping's visit to San Francisco. Neither America nor Germany should be forced to host people that hate them. That is the exact reason why countries have borders, to maintain a common culture in a country, and in turn, peace, trust, and harmony. My channel name, which is Latin for Harmony is Trust, proudly announces this truth. Contrast this with the Nazi Party's view on immigration, which was much different. Not only was the platform of the Nazi Party to make all immigration into the country illegal, but also the expulsion of all non-Germans. The idea that borders are a far-right concept is, in and of itself, a far-left concept. This one is something that conservatives like myself talk about a lot. Here in America, the government takes a lot of our hard-earned money. Almost everything is taxed. One major reason we fought in the American Revolution was the British taxing the then 13 colonies like crazy. In simple language, higher taxes equals larger government. As President Reagan had once said, when government expands, liberty contracts. This contrasts with the tax increases under Hitler. After all, things like the Gestapo, SS, and propaganda ministry had to be funded somehow. Freedom of speech is the job of the government, but more importantly, the people to defend. The AFD has explicitly stated that they want to expand freedom of speech and take away the ability of German authorities to suppress it. I don't even need to explain how this contrasts with the Nazi Party. However, the left argues that Germany and the EU suppressing one particular form of speech, hate speech, is a good thing. Here's why that is flawed. You know how they say to never bottle up your emotions? I think that racists experience that all the time, especially in Germany and other EU countries. Let me be clear, I have no sympathy for racists who threaten, harass, or commit crimes against others. However, for racists who speak online without doing those things, or who have forums where other racists can chat with one another, which are few and far between, having their speech punishable by law is scary, even though their emotions are scarier. Speech is not dangerous in and of itself. Saying I hate Jews is not the same as I'm going to kill a Jew. The beauty of freedom of speech is that racist speech, for instance, can be spoken, but can also be countered by thought and reason. And the data shows that we can prevent crime without these laws. Leftists also argue that it is good to punish hate crimes more severely to counter racism. While I don't think this works at all, and that violent racists will commit crimes no matter what, we can actually use this to show a difference between the amount of hate crimes where hate speech laws are in place and where they are not. In America and Germany, the FBI, as well as police forces in Germany, reported around the same number of hate crimes in 2022 and 2023, about 11,000. This may not seem like a lot for Germany, but remember that Germany only has a population of around 80 million compared to America's 300 million. So yes, leftists, Hate speech is free speech. The AFD, while they never even mention LGBTQ issues, is labeled by the mainstream media as far right. The media fails to mention, however, that Alice Weidel, the leader of the AFD, is in a lesbian relationship with her wife, Sarah Bossard. The Nazi Party was explicitly anti-LGBTQ, forcing thousands of gay men into concentration camps, leading many of them to die. The AFD is a party that I personally agree with, but I know for a fact is not far right in any sense. I wish the AFD luck with their goal in making the nation great for all Germans.